And here we are back again for live broadcast of reveal number 431. This is a 1942 Philadelphia plastic tube drill. Coins look pretty nice. I've got them out of the roll. All I've got left to do is get started. So here we go. Coin number one now. Coin number one is for penny hoarder. There's a little bit of toning from being on the end of the roll. Looking for a number of double die obverses and double die reverses, some of them major and cherry picker listed. So let's hold out some hope here that we're going to find something really good in this roll. The double die reverses, some of which are of a style and type that are not easily found on other issues. 1942 tends to be a unicorn when it comes to that sort of thing. Hello, Angie. And let me get number two out now. Coin number two. Eric. Eric gets coin number two. And a little bit easier to look through 1942 for stuff because, well, we're looking for some rather nice, more major type stuff. But we are looking for double die obverses and reverses. Hello, Josh. There's Mr. Boudreau again. Here's one for Carl. Coin number three. Nothing there so far. Number four. Crispy. See what we find for Crispy. Oh, here we go. Double die reverse. Double die reverse and a pretty nice one at that. If I flip it around this way, it'll be easier to see. You can see it in the U's of unum. And the U of pluribus, you can see it on the R of pluribus. There's a lot of extra thickness going on there. So there we go. Nice double die reverse. This one for Crispy. Got that to go on. So let's just keep rolling along and see if we find others. This is Stephen. Stephen now, coin number five. Had nothing on the obverse. And nothing on the reverse. How about number six? Mr. Minter. Going to Jesse. Well, let's see what Jesse gets. A little fleck of something sitting on the coin there. And on the reverse, it's normal. Hopefully we find more of those double die reverses. I think anyone would like them. I know I would. Mark. I think somebody's coming upstairs to pay me a visit. It's the birthday girl. There's another one of our double die reverses right there. So this one's going to go to Mark. Something tells me that this was the only coin Mark got in this roll. I'm not sure. He might have two. But fantastically so. I'm flipping it back over to the obverse so that I can look for other markers so that I can determine that we have one of these double dies before I flip the coin over. I do that a lot to be sure that I don't miss out on the double die reverse for any freakish reason. At least I have a good marker to use, and I don't really see one. I do see something going on inside the eye area. It looks like a bunch of little die scratches inside the eye area that kind of look like a doubled eyelid, but they're not. But this is definitely, hello Mr. Fletcher, definitely one of our double die reverses. That's our second one. So that's coin number 4 and coin number 7. Looks like a good start. Let's see Farm Dog's coin, see what we have for Farm Dog. And nothing on the obverse. And a little spotty on the reverse with no doubling. Now number 9, going to Parvis. Let's see what Parvis runs into here. You know, it's a normal coin. Parvis gets a normal coin for number 9. I think my wife showing up was a signal that she's done working for the day and she's ready to go. So we will probably cut short doing any more reveals today so I can go with her to do what she wants to do. And then I will return to the camera tomorrow. We will be doing the mystery pull tomorrow evening. And I don't think you want to miss it. Just telling you. Even if you're not involved in it with pulls, you never know. You might actually be able to get something out of it anyway. Definitely might be able to learn something. Who knows, right? Got nothing on that one. Coin number 12. See, I'm a good husband. I have learned how to read my wife's mind. That's right. Basically, if she shows up, I know she wants something. So I don't have to know what it is. I'll find out when I say, yes, may I help you? Would you like fries with that? And then she tells me exactly what I need to do. Coin number 13 now for Paul. Back to Paul here. This one looks like it's going to be another one of our double die reverses. I do believe. I flip it over and see. Yes, it is. Double die reverse. Little spotty, but it's there nonetheless. That's for Paul. Now coin number 14 goes to Stephen. Got Stephen with coin number 14. And let's see. Not seeing anything on the obverse. Let's flip it over and take a look at the other side. See if there's anything here for us. Nothing at all. Number 15, Taco John. Hello, Parvis. Severe storms in Ocala. I hope things work out for you in Ocala. They have lightning storms in that part of the country every year this time of year. Summer is definitely a thunderstormy time if you live in inland Florida. All right, that's number 15. How about number 16, Carl? I'm just hoping to have a lifespan of more than 60 years. And having a happy spouse kind of supports having a longer lifespan. There's another one of our double dies right there. Another one of the double dies. This one's a little more obvious than a couple of the others I've seen. It's the same die, though. Nice, nice. That one goes to Carl. Wait, is that Carl's second one? No, that was Crispy. Crispy, Mark, Paul, and Carl so far. 4 of them out of 16 coins. Let's check coin number 17. See what number 17 brings to us. It does not look like it's going to be one of our double die reverses. We'll check it anyway, just to see. Oofda. This one's a little spotty. That was a roll ender when it was in paper. Here's number 18, Taco. Butterfingers. There we go. And it turns out this one does not look like it's going to end up being one of our double dies either. Let's get it around and check it to be sure. And no, it's not. Not a DDR. And that one is for Taco. Now number 19, Mr. Boudreaux. And Mr. Boudreaux. There's another toner. This one's nice. Pretty toner. Nice couleurs. It is not one of the double dies, though. Mildly spotty on the reverse. Absolutely, Parvis. I can point it out. Penny Hoarder. Penny Hoarder comes up next. First thing on, you kind of have to know your issues and what you're looking at in the different issues. But I do look for extra thickness in the date first. This date looks very normal to me. Then I look at the eye for a possible doubled eyelid, and this one is not doubled. And it's really kind of hard to show you what I'm looking for until you've seen some of them. But I look for doubling in Liberty and the motto as well. Don't see anything there, so now I'm flipping it over. And I'm looking at the thickness of all of these letters toward the rim. They appear to be normal. They are very normal. And then I look in the center of the design, the central area of the design, to see if there's anything doubled on the sides of the letters, and I don't see anything there either. I look at the wheat, the lines in the wheat to see if any of them are doubled or extra thick. Don't see anything there either. So that one turns out to be a normal coin. Let's take a look at one from Malcolm, see if I can point out anything that is different or odd. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything on this coin. No. This one is normal as well. When I do run into one of the double dies, I will stop and give you a good look at it. $22 now for Parvis. Wouldn't that be an interesting thought? I think it's going to happen. I think this is one of our double dies. What? Not on the obverse, though. It's on the reverse. Let's see if it is. What do you know? Parvis gets one of our double dies. Now, you can see the doubling if you look right up here on the top of this dot, on the top of the P, the top of the L here, the U. There's some running across the top of the R. You can see it some on the top of the B. And on the inside loops of the U's of pluribus and unum, you can see it pretty well, especially if I get it like in that position right there. You can see it very easily inside there and inside here and on the top of the M. It's a slightly later die state coin, meaning that the die has been slammed a bunch of times before we got to these coins, which means that it's a little worn out. The doubling is just a little worn out, but you can definitely see that extra thickness, that doubling there, and that your dot between pluribus and unum is actually an egg shape. It's not round. So that's what we're looking for in this particular die. And this makes our, what, fifth or sixth one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's our fifth one. So that one's for Mr. Parvis Nawab. Put that over to the side. Did you see it, Parvis? I hope you had a chance to see what it looks like. Here's one for Eric. Next coin up for Eric. And this one is not one of the double dies that we've been looking for. Perhaps it could possibly be something different. However, being that we are nearly halfway finished with the roll, I would not necessarily count on finding anything else different and new that we haven't seen so far. Now see on this one, if I put everything in the same position, you'll see that the U, none of these U's has that doubling on the inside of them. And the dot between pluribus and unum is round. It's not egg-shaped. There's no doubling on the top of the B or the R. That L is not thick. And so we have a normal coin. This one's for Eric. Now coin number 24. Adam. Nothing on the obverse. Let's check the reverse. Not one of the double dies. No thickness, no doubling in unum. The dot is round. So that one's for Adam. Here's coin number 25. Now we're halfway through the roll. Something tells me we've got a pretty decent chance of finding at least, I'd say 3, 4, maybe 5 more of these double dies before the roll is done. Sit back, get your popcorn, enjoy the show, and we'll get them found. Not on this coin. Here's number 26 now. 26 goes to Mr. Boudreaux. I'm not seeing signs of a double die here. Not our double die. We're 26 coins down in an original roll of 1942. Found one double die reverse so far. No double die obverses. That's telling me a pretty good chance that the one double die reverse is the only hope for the roll. Of course, we've got some nice coins here, too. There are some nice, relatively high-grade coins. 1942, however, is one of those years where you really need to get a 67 to have much value. Ah, you did get one, Carl. A while back. What was that? Coin number 16, I believe. Yeah, coin number 16. We're on 27 now. Here's number 28. Hello, Eric. 28 goes to Mr. Dunn. I was just telling everyone, Eric, we have one double die reverse that we've been finding in this roll, and nothing else. We have 5 or 6 examples of that double die reverse, expecting up to probably 10 or 12 of them in the roll before we're finished with the roll. Here's number 29, Taco John. It's a nice Class 2 plus 6 double die reverse. It has a marker on the obverse that looks something like a little cluster of doubled eyelids, but I do not believe they are doubled eyelids. I do believe they are instead die scratches. I'll show you when I get back to it again. When we see another. Here's number 30, Mr. Fletcher. His luck lately, we'll get another one. And we do. Can you see what kind of looks like a bunch of little doubled eyelids popping up out of the north on that? That's my kind of convincing marker to me anyway that we probably have the double die reverse. I'll take a look and see if we indeed do. We do. Right there. You can see it in the crooks of the U. Your dot next to the S is egg-shaped. You got more doubling in the U there, up there, and then the B and the R in pluribus. A little extra thickness up at the top of the design. And so we do have a double die reverse for Mr. Fletcher. It's coin number 30. Hello, Mr. Coin Dragon. Haven't seen you in a while. And next coin up, number 31, is for Stephen. As I was telling everybody a little bit earlier in the show, I wanted to announce a few different times anyway that I will not be doing any broadcast this evening. Today is my wife's birthday, and I'm going out to dinner and a movie with my wife. But tomorrow, I'll be picking up the remainder of the reveals sometime during the day tomorrow. And tomorrow evening, we will have the mystery pool. Mystery pool number 3. We'll have some prizes as we go through, and maybe even a giveaway or two. Never, ever know. I'm so unpredictable. Of course, my wife would beg to differ with that. And number 33, Stanley. Mr. Zolkowski. Don't happen to have a double die reverse on this coin. We still have a few yet to go through. There's a good chance we could still hit 10 DDRs in this roll. That'd make it a really nice roll. Each of these DDRs worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 to $15 a piece. Maybe a little more than that. If they're identified, they are worth a little bit more, so we will get them identified for you. Nobody yet has received more than one, which that's a good thing to get them spread out. Get them to more people. Nice little die crack there. And across the top of the left wheat. But all we have on that one, that's from Mr. Boudreau. Yo man. Yo man up next. Is not one of the double dies. Where are we? There we are. Had to find the coin under the scope. There, now that's for Yo Man. Here's coin number 36, Jesse. So this will be our final broadcast for today. Then tomorrow at some point we will have 3 rolls if I can get them all fit in. We'll have a 1953D, there's a 1945S, and a 1943D. Perhaps all coming tomorrow, but we definitely will be having the reveal, not the reveal. We're definitely going to be having the mystery coin pull. And I already have that scheduled for a particular time, but I think I wanted to start at around 7:30. So I could get more reveals in up to that point. Perhaps we'll be doing well enough to be able to get through all of the broadcasts tomorrow, because I need to get this and other items out in the mail. Get all these reveals bundled up and sent to Eric, so he can get them picked through before I come to Florida. If my plane even makes it to Florida. If I have to go, the plane's going to stay on the ground. I'm afraid of heights. But if I have to do it myself, I'll just drive down the interstate in a Boeing 7 whatever. Just drive down the interstate. Going in Delta. So they're going to try to take me over to it's an interesting looking coin there. They're going to try taking me over to Atlanta first. And well, if I have my way about it, we won't be going through Atlanta. Last time I went to Atlanta, just for the fun of it, I got about 5 miles of walking exercise in between flights. I went down the stairs to the little train station, and I walked the entire length of the train from concourse whatever to concourse whatever. I finally got on the train and rode it for a little while, just because I was bored. Wanted to do something except sit in my chair. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not a heights person. I watched a video last night of a guy climbing to the top of a 1,700-foot tower. That's going to be one of our double dies right there. This one is for Paul Hampton. That's his second one, I believe. And let's see if I'm right. I am right. It is a double die. And I also believe that I am right that this is Paul Hampton's second one. Yes, it is. Paul Hampton also received a double die with coin number 13. And here is not another double die, and this coin is for Deanne. Looks like an ender. It is an ender. It's a little flecked up. I said flecked, as in flecks of dust. I realized that after I said flecked up, that kind of sounded like it could have been something else, and it was not. Hello, Marked Money Tech. Good afternoon to you. Still looking for the rest of our double die reverses that we are challenging the roll to contain, hoping that it will. This is not one of them. This coin from Malcolm. We've got 8 coins left, so we still have our chances. Finding another double die reverse in here. I want at least 2 more to bring our count past 10 in the roll. This is not one of them. How about number 44? Deanne now. Let's see if we can get one for Deanne. No. Not going to be a double die reverse, unfortunately. How about number 45 now? Mr. Patillo. Don't see much of him that much these days. Maybe if we can get him a double die, he'll show up a little bit more often. But this one, I don't think is going to be a double die. It is toned. Got a nice bit of rainbow toning on it. Bullseye, I mean. Adam? Parvis, did you have an opportunity to watch me explain what I was finding on these double dies? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to go after this broadcast, but catch up with me next time if you did not see my explanation. And have me explain to you what I'm seeing. Carl? You lost your connection. Okay. Well, I think I'll take the time. This one's going to be one of our double dies, I do believe. So I'll show you the doubling. This one's for Carl. Okay. You look inside the U's in Unum. You can see a secondary little U inside. We're looking right here and right here. And then you travel on up here. You can see it inside this U as well. You can see some on the top of the B, and you can see it on the top of the R. You can also see that the S, the dot next to the S, is actually not round. It's actually egg-shaped, or slightly egg-shaped, as is the one next to the E in E pluribus. Now that is a double die. And let's get coin number 48 out and see what we have with coin number 48 for Parviz. You may get one that is and one that isn't. Give you something really good and easy to look at. This one is not the double die. So when I flip this over, you'll see what a normal 1942 reverse would look like. So you have no doubling on the insides of the U. You have a round dot between the S and the U. You have a round dot between the E and the P. That is all signs of a very normal wheat cent. So now you've seen the double die, and now you've seen a normal one specifically. Here's coin number 49. Coin number 49. I have picked out some markers on the obverse that I can look at and tell whether or not I'm going to flip it over and find a double die reverse. This one is not one. So this one will be a normal coin. And that's something that I want you all to be able to do, is look at one side and know what's on the other side by looking at markers. That will help you immensely in being sure you don't miss anything when looking through your own rolls. So I know just by looking at the face, I know this is not one of the double dies. This is coin number 50. This is the last coin in the roll. And it turns out to not be one of the double dies, just as I had suspected. So we're going to count the double dies now. Get a good idea of what we've got going on. I think we've got 8. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 of them. We've got Crispy, Mark, Paul, Carl, Parviz, Jim Fletcher, Paul, and Carl. Paul and Carl got 2 apiece. And that's all I've got in this roll. And I am going to have to take off and take care of my familia now. And get them to dinner and get them to the movie of the night. And so I appreciate everyone being here, and I will see you guys tomorrow, looking at probably an early afternoon appearance to start doing the reveals. I have 3 reveals remaining for this week, so I'll do the 3 reveals tomorrow, and I will get this mystery coin pull out, and we'll have some fun with it tomorrow evening. I'll talk to you later. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening.